Unveiled. 7. Ancient mysteries. Archaeologists still can't explain. There are moments in archaeology when the trowel strikes something unexpected, something that doesn't fit neatly into our understanding of the past. I'm talking about discoveries so puzzling that they force us to question everything we thought we knew about ancient civilizations. Today, we're exploring 7 archaeological mysteries that continue to perplex experts worldwide. These aren't just curiosities, they're challenges to our entire historical narrative. Our journey begins in Costa Rica, where hundreds of nearly perfect stone spheres lie scattered across the landscape. Some weigh as much as 16 tons and measure up to 8 feet in diameter. Created by the pre-Columbian Dequise culture around 600 CE, these spheres exhibit remarkable mathematical precision. Some deviate from perfect roundness by less than an inch. The mystery deepens when you consider the tools available at the time. How did they achieve such perfection without modern measuring instruments? And what was their purpose? Astronomical markers? Symbols of power? The indigenous knowledge that might answer these questions was largely lost during European colonization. Next, let's travel to Pumapunku in Bolivia, part of the ancient city of Tiwanaku. At over 12,000 feet above sea level, this site features massive stone blocks cut with such precision that they fit together without mortar, some weighing over 100 tons. The stonework includes perfectly straight edges, right angles, and complex interlocking patterns that would challenge even modern stonemasons. What's particularly baffling is that these stones are andesite and granite, some of the hardest materials to work with. Yet they show drill holes and precise cuts that would normally require hardened steel tools, which weren't available to the Tiwanaku civilization in 500-600 CE. How did they cut and transport these massive blocks at high altitude with the technology of their time? Our third mystery takes us to the Baghdad Museum in Iraq, where a small clay jar, copper cylinder, and iron rod, discovered near Baghdad, constitute what many call the Baghdad Battery. Dating to the Parthian period around 250 BCE, when assembled with an acidic liquid like vinegar or grape juice, this device can generate a small electrical current. If it was indeed a battery, it predates Alessandro Volta's invention by over 1,500 years. But what would ancient Parthians have used electricity for? Some suggest electroplating jewelry, while others propose medical treatments or religious ceremonies. Without written records explaining its purpose, we're left with a device that seems centuries ahead of its time. Let's shift to the Mediterranean and the Antikythera mechanism, recovered from a shipwreck off the coast of Greece in 1901. Dating to approximately 100 BCE, this device contains over 30 precisely engineered bronze gears in a wooden case the size of a shoebox. After decades of research, we now know it was an astronomical computer capable of predicting solar eclipses, tracking planetary positions, and even accounting for irregularities in the moon's orbit. Its sophisticated differential gearing wouldn't be seen again until the development of mechanical clocks in 14th century Europe, over 1,400 years later. Who created this remarkable device, and why was this level of mechanical sophistication apparently lost for centuries? The fifth mystery brings us to Göbekli Tepe in Turkey, a site that has revolutionized our understanding of prehistoric societies. Discovered in the 1990s and dating to around 9600 BCE, these massive stone structures predate Stonehenge by about 6,000 years, and the invention of pottery, metallurgy, writing, and even agriculture as we understand it. The site features T-shaped limestone pillars, weighing up to 20 tons, decorated with intricate carvings of animals and abstract symbols. Hunter-gatherers aren't supposed to have the social organization, resources, or need to create monumental architecture. Yet, Göbekli Tepe suggests that complex religious practices and massive construction projects might have actually preceded the agricultural revolution, completely reversing our understanding of early civilization's development. Our sixth mystery takes us underwater to the Yonaguni Monument off the coast of Japan. Discovered in 1987, this underwater formation features what appear to be terraced structures, straight walls, and even a pyramidal form. The debate continues. Is this a natural geological formation shaped by ancient earthquakes and erosion, or a human-made structure dating back to the last ice age when the area was above sea level? If artificial, it would have been constructed at least 10,000 years ago, when the area was last exposed, challenging our timeline of advanced civilizations in East Asia. Some researchers point to the regular angles and consistent terracing as evidence of human manipulation, while geologists argue that the sandstone naturally breaks along regular planes, creating the illusion of architectural design. Finally, let's examine the Nazca lines in Peru. Enormous geoglyphs etched into the desert surface between 500 BCE and 500 CE. Covering nearly 170 square miles, these designs include over 70 animal and plant figures, hundreds of geometric shapes, and thousands of lines, some extending straight for miles. What makes them truly mysterious is that they're only recognizable from high above the ground. The Nazca people had no known way to fly or even view their creations in their entirety. Were they created for sky deities? Did they serve as astronomical calendars? Or might they have had some practical purpose we haven't yet discovered? The preservation of these delicate lines for over 1,500 years in the desert environment adds another layer to the mystery. These 7 archaeological enigmas share a common thread. They challenge us to reconsider what our ancestors were capable of. They suggest levels of knowledge, organization, and technology that conventional historical narratives struggle to explain. Perhaps the real mystery isn't the artifacts themselves, but the limitations of our modern perspective. We tend to view history as a linear progression, with each generation more advanced than the last. But these discoveries hint at a more complex reality, one where knowledge might have been gained, lost, and rediscovered throughout human history. As archaeological techniques advance, from satellite imaging to DNA analysis to machine learning, we may finally unravel some of these ancient mysteries. But until then, they remind us of how much we still don't know about our own past. What ancient wisdom might still be waiting beneath the soil or hidden in plain sight? And what might these discoveries tell us about our capacity for innovation, our relationship with our environment, and our place in the long human story? The next time you visit a museum or archaeological site, remember that not every artifact has yielded its secrets. In the gaps between what we know for certain lie the most fascinating possibilities of all. Thank you for joining me on this exploration of archaeology's enduring mysteries. If you enjoyed this journey through time, please like and subscribe for more videos that challenge conventional wisdom and explore the unexplained chapters of human history.